You hear it like a bell inside your chest. Let the journey unfold. Those words arrive not as a command, but as an invitation, soft, patient, and insistently kind. Imagine standing at the threshold of something unknown, the map folded in your pocket, your palms warm from the morning. The sentence settles over you like sunlight, asking you to loosen your grip on outcomes and to trust the slow art of becoming. When you let the journey unfold, you refuse to rush the chapters you are meant to live. You give yourself permission to be imperfect, curious, and moving. Breathe with that phrase and feel it settle, like a root finding soil beneath your feet. Listen. Every traveler carries a story stitched from small choices. Maybe you packed light and left a hometown that kept you safe but small. Maybe you stayed long enough to learn who you were, then stepped out when the stars asked you to. Let the journey unfold is not a surrender to randomness. It is a deliberate looseness, a brave acceptance that your path will be shaped by both intention and surprise. You begin trusting that the detours hold their own wisdom, that the pauses are part of the architecture of growth. Feeling the wind, you let curiosity take the reins for one step, then another, and the landscape responds. And with that first step, the road opens wider than you imagined. You are not alone on this path. Around you is a community of seekers, people who choose morning light over midnight regrets, who trade stories and share maps. When we say, together, let the journey unfold, we create a space where mistakes are lessons and triumphs are celebrated. See the faces beside you, the friend who stayed, the stranger who offered directions, the mentor who listened without judgment. Each presence is a thread in the tapestry of becoming. You realize that pulling back your shoulders and letting the journey unfold means letting others walk with you, learn with you, and witness your transformations. So you step forward, hand extended to someone near, and the path hums with shared footsteps. Storms will visit your journey. They come to temper you, like rain tempers soil, to reveal channels where rivers may one day run. Let the journey unfold when winds test your balance. Let it unfold when plans wash away and new currents rise. In those moments, resilience is not a stiff shoulder, but a pliant heart that remembers why it started. You learn to read weather as teacher. Some storms cleanse, some carve, and some simply pass. When you allow the journey to unfold during hardship, you discover an inner map that marks not only the peaks, but the hidden springs of strength. As the storm eases, you look up and notice a new horizon that would not have been visible if you had held only to certainty. The big decisions are dramatic, but most of your journey is ordinary courage, a steady sequence of small choices. You choose kindness when irritation rises. You choose curiosity when fear whispers doubt. You practice, stumble, repair, and try again. Let the journey unfold and honor those small acts as the scaffolding of change. The path favors consistent feet. As you take these tiny steps, your direction becomes clearer, not because you bulldoze obstacles, but because you notice the subtle markers that align with your values. These quiet commitments become compasses that point you home, and you learn to trust their gentle guidance. Look back, and you'll find stories that have shaped your courage. A grandparent's calm, a teacher's impossible belief, an early defeat that taught tenacity. Let the journey unfold by letting those stories breathe beneath your choices. They offer context, not constraints. They remind you that you are part of something longer than a single season. As you carry these stories forward, you realize they are fuel, quiet, reliable, and warming. They teach you how to risk-take with tenderness, how to fail without losing grace, and how to celebrate others with real joy. Holding those narratives close, you move with both reverence and forward motion. There is a moment, sometimes quiet, sometimes thunderous, when all the small steps and storms arrange into a new view. You feel the breadth of what you've been becoming, not as a finished product, but as a living truth. Let the journey unfold into this moment and feel its power. The humility of knowing you are both author and wanderer. The courage of showing scars as maps. The joy of recognizing the distance you've traveled. It is not about conquering a mountain. It is about opening to wonder. In this arrival, you understand that progress is a relationship between patience and daring, and you stand tall because you chose to keep moving. When one of us steps into light, it warms the path for others. Let the journey unfold as a communal act, a shared inhalation before a leap. Imagine a circle of hands joining, voices offering directions and songs, feet that have learned the cadence together. Empowerment grows when we cheer each other on, when we hold space for struggle, and when we celebrate milestones without comparison. You are part of a movement that says, pursue, rest, return, and lift. In that collective breath, possibility swells until courage becomes contagious and kindness becomes the currency of progress. Now, at your most charged, make a simple promise to yourself: to choose curiosity over certainty, to accept help as strength, to keep exploring even when the map is faded. Let the journey unfold, not as an excuse for passivity, but as a bold commitment to presence and patience. This promise is the seed of everything that follows. It is a vow to meet discomfort with courage and to greet success with humility. When you hold this promise, you become a lighthouse for others, steady, welcoming, and clear. So breathe in the panorama, feel your heart pulse with resolve, and step forward with an open palm toward the next bend. As night settles and embers glow, you gather the lessons like pebbles in your palm. Let the journey unfold, taught you patience when plans dissolved, courage when fear circled close, and compassion when others stumbled. These pebbles are quiet reminders. The route forward is made of both action and stillness, of daring and repair. When you tuck them into your pocket, you carry a portable wisdom that guides decisions and softens judgments. You will not always know the next turn, but you will know the voice inside that offers steadiness. So you fold your map with care, grateful for the miles and mindful of the miles yet to come. Let the journey unfold is a living practice, not a finish line. It asks you to remain curious, to keep listening to the quiet nudges that point toward growth. This life in motion is yours to shape with both kindness and intent. Share your maps, celebrate other travelers, and remember that community is the compass that keeps you aligned. If something in you resists fear, doubt, or impatience, invite it into the circle with gentle questions. What does it need? What small step can soothe it? Let your answers be compassionate actions. And now, as this moment closes, take one more steady breath and promise yourself this: to let the journey unfold, to be patient, courageous, and connected, and to share your next step with those who walk beside you. Subscribe to Walk With Us, share your story below, and leave a comment with how these words shape your path. Together, we keep unfolding.